Grandma's birthday.
Long before girls were screaming for NSYNC, they were screaming at the top of their lungs for Greg Brady. Take a look.
Hey, as of now, you're solo.
Oh, you're going to be a monster. You won't be in the top 20. You'll be the top 20.
But you don't understand. I'm part of a group.
No, you don't understand. You're not you anymore.
I don't follow.
You are a superstar. You are the new Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo! Welcome, Barry Williams. Show
It's
before.
Great to be here. I'm a huge fan of the show, so I've been watching for the right moment.
It's very mutual, I have to say.
And I've been watching enough to know that you are indeed a big fan of the Brady Bunch, and you do know a lot of trivia about the Brady Bunch, but I have to tell you something, because I can't allow you, Rosie O'Donnell, to disseminate incorrect information.
I wouldn't want to do that.
No, we wouldn't want that to happen, and I'm afraid that Olsen is not Carol Brady's.
See, that's
early
Susan
friend.
Olsen.
That would be Susan Olsen, which is close, and she
was...
played Cindy. So do you know what it really
Donna?
You get one more chance. You get a lifeline, maybe.
I get a lifeline?
Yes.
I'd like to call Florence Henderson. No, I don't remember.
Florence.
What was it? What was it?
It was Martin.
Martin?
Carol Martin. Actually, it was Carol Ann Tyler Martin.
No kidding.
Yes.
See?
Did you know that she was supposed to be a divorcee?
I did hear that, actually.
Too racy for the time, so we made her a widow.
Do you know what's funny is that my nieces now all watch it on Nickelodeon. And I have a niece who's 5 years old who thinks that Marcia is around her age. So at her 5-year-old birthday party, she said to me, Aunt Ro, you're on TV. Could you get Marcia to come? I said, Marcia is as old as Mommy. She said, no way, put on the TV. That's her right there, you know?
It does take some explaining, but that is one of the nice things about the show running like this. We're picking up new generations, and it's something that kids can do with their parents.
Right.
Of course, I have to caution parents not to give away the end of the episodes.
That's
because the kids are discovering it for the first time.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, you should catch this great new show I just found, the Brady Bunch.
Right. And the kid's mother, like me, would go, there's a spider in the tote bag. You know, because I love those. Do you watch it if you flip through and you see it?
Oh, gosh. You know, I never watch myself as an actor, unless I happen to be doing wearing another cap, like a director or something. In fact, when I wrote Growing Up Brady, I had not seen all the episodes.
Really?
And I had to sit down and study them because I did an episode guide at the end of the book. I remember, for instance, I hadn't even seen the last of the 3 Hawaiian episodes.
Really?
First time was in 1989.
Do you have a favorite episode, if you could pick one?
Well, there's so many, but I think probably the favorite one would be Johnny Bravo, the one you showed the clip of. That was fun because we had music in it and a fun storyline. Claudia Jennings, I don't know if you know this, she was the female agent. She was a Playmate of the Year in the early 70s.
No kidding?
Yes.
Did you know I was too?
I had heard that. I had heard that.
A little comedy. But you know my favorite episode was?
No, I don't.
F-F-F-I-L-L-L-M-O-O-O-R-E, Fillmore Junior High.
Get her some pom-poms.
Remember that?
Get her some pom-poms.
And when I liked the one with you, when you had to become the photographer.
Oh, yes.
And then you took the photo of the touchdown that wasn't really a touchdown.
Because the foot was out. And you had to watch the whole episode to find that out.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. It was a good time.
You know what was great about it? It gave you a little moral at the end of each episode.
Kind of a timeless moral. I think something that was, valid before our show and during and will be for a long time. Maybe that's part of the magic and the reason the show's kind of gone on and taken on a life of its own.
What do you think about the movies?
The first one I liked.
Yeah.
Betty Thomas directed it, and I think she really knew what she was doing. The second one...
Yeah, it was a little too trashy.
Yeah, it was like, trashy.
Yeah, a little weird storyline.
One storyline, and then why were we in Hawaii, and it didn't sort of make sense.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you did Pippin. I didn't know this.
One of the first things I did after the Brady Bunch,
now,
I came
how old
here
were you
to New
when
York.
You did that?
I was the age Pippin was supposed to be, 20 years old. No 20, kidding. 21. I did it for about a year, did it here for a short time.
Did you replace John Rubinstein?
I replaced Michael Rupert.
Michael Rupert?
Yes.
Can you give me a little Pippin singing?
Oh, sure.
Can you, John?
Oh, sure.
I'd love to hear a little Pippin. What do you like, Corner of the Sky? Yeah. Come on, Greg Brady. God, I can't believe I'm sitting here with you.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
That's really good. I'm very impressed with that.
Can I give you a real quick story about the
Sure.
audition for that?
I'd love to hear it.
Bob Fosse was there auditioning me, and he came down, and there's a little choreography that goes with it. Rivers belong where the eagles belong, where they can fly. And I did the first audition. He came down and he said, Barry had that trademark cigarette in his mouth, and he said, good audition, son, good audition. He says, but you know that part when you get to the eagles? I said, yes. He said, well, you're giving me a Cessna, and I want to see a 747. I thought that was direction.
Now, did
It was
people
great fun.
scream up at the stage, "Hey, Greg Brady," during the...
You know what happens sometimes when I'm doing shows? There's a little adjustment period. I come out and people say, he looks a little different or a little this way, and I'm already in character. That lasts just for about 2 minutes, and then we drop into the story and what we're doing, and it seems to go away.
Do you have any kids?
I don't have kids yet.
You don't?
Recently married, so I decided I'd wait until I got married.
Okay, some people do that, you know. It's the 2000s, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. Well, I wish you all the luck in the world. It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Do we have any of this to give away to everyone?
Oh, I think we're going to do a little contest a little bit
Oh, we
later.
are? Oh, you get to stay?
I'm going to stay a
Oh,
little
that
bit,
makes
sure.
me so happy. We'll be back with Greg Brady then.
Absolutely fantastic.
Back with
There's
Greg
always
Brady,
something
my
going
best
on.
friend.
Your
Now,
best friend.
do you still see the other people?
Sure, we're all friends. I talk to them all the time. We have projects that are going on and on and on, so we keep in touch with one another.
How's Peter?
He's doing great.
Is he?
He's doing great.
I always liked him.
Chris Knight is, he's the smartest one of us all, the best adjusted to, and he's out of show business, and he is in the computer world, developing software and hardware, and his company, Escape Labs, has taken off. So,
Right.
yeah, he's doing great.
How's Jan?
Jan's doing fine. I haven't seen her in a little while, but I talk to her every now and then.
Yeah.
And she's doing fine. I just saw Michael Lookinland about a week ago. His son, you may know, his son Scott was in my movie, the Growing Up Brady movie. I hired him to play his dad because he was the same age.
How cute is
Isn't that
that?
fun?
Little Bobby Jr.
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly. It was great fun.
gosh.
So we're all friends.
I can't tell you I love that show so much.
Yeah.
I really did.
It's been a great experience, a good experience. We had a nice chemistry, I think, which you really can't fake.
Yeah.
We like each other. You can't kind of write that in. You can't force it.
Yeah.
It's there or it's not. And we really had that.
Well, we have a great treat for everybody. You're going to get the book, Growing Up Brady, and Barry Williams sings The Return of Johnny Bravo, if I can win this game. Now, the game, all great books were set to the tune of the Brady Bunch theme, okay? If all books were, I could have won a Nobel Prize. But the fact is, we have a little game that we call Brooksella Brady, Brooksella Brady. Let's play Brooksella Brady.
Here's the thing, Rosie. I would suggest that you really try.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be responsible for what they do if they don't win the book and the CD.
Okay.
It's 4 out of 5, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing all the classics like
Okay.
they're TV theme songs.
All right.
And if you get 4 out of 5 right, then you win the book and the CD, all right?
Okay.
So we're going to start with something we're familiar with.
Okay.
It's the story of a man named Ahab who was vengeful because a whale cost him his leg. His obsession led him to hunt the great white.
I know it.
And he walked on a peg.
I know it.
First words of the book were, call me Ishmael.
Moby Dick.
And...
There's one.
I've always wanted to do this. Does this work here?
That works. Just roll it. Doesn't make a sound.
Okay. a work about teens in Verona. It's so romantic. They both had a case of raging hormonas. Then things got frantic.
Romeo and Juliet! I only knew that from the movie.
All right.
I
you're
saw the
doing-
Leonardo
that's-
DiCaprio
That is
movie.
two. That is two, okay.
Okay.
This is one of our most classic books. It's about an orphan kid who hangs out with a mean guy and his junior crooks. They were so good at pocket pickings.
I know it.
It was written by a guy whose name rhymes with chickens. There's a Nancy there, but it's not Reagan. I enjoyed it lots, but I'm not Fagin.
Oliver! That's three. One more and I'm in.
One more.
One more and I'm in.
One more. All right. Here we go. 4 sisters and their dads away. It's classic by Louisa May. They grow up and they lead separate lives. They get back together except the one who dies.
Little Women!
You are good.